The game was Qatar and Iraq. The final score 84-79 in extra time. With us we have Coach Mustafa, and we have a very good player, Ali Ismail. I'll start with the coach. Coach, give me some of your thoughts right now.
Thank you. Buraya bir aydır hazırlanıyoruz. Maç hakkında da yorum yapmıyorum. 11 tane Avrupa Şampiyonası'na gittim. Hiçbir yorum yapmıyorum. Hakemler olarak özellikle.
You started this first competition beating Iran in the first window. You finished the competition with a very hard game in overtime. You know, in basketball there are many highs, many lows, and with your team, many highs, many lows. How will you grow from this type of experience?
Şimdi understand. Şimdi sezon başına başladığımızda İran maçında tam takımdık. İlk 5'ten 3 tane uzun oyuncumuz sakatlandı. Buraya onlarsız geldik. Ondan sonra ritmimiz düştü. Sonra daha bir genç takımla geldik buraya. Buraya kadar mücadele ettik. Takımımla gurur duyuyorum. Onları da tebrik ediyorum. Katar takımına da başarılar.
Yeah, I've seen the Iraqi team over the last 2 years. I will say I'm very impressed with how hard they play, how much energy that they bring to the court, and I think you have a good future. Ali, give me some of your thoughts right now, please.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هتكلم عربي. احنا بدايتنا يعني كنا متحضرين يعني شهر كامل على هاي المباراة. صارت عندنا اصابات، ما يعني بدايتنا احنا كنا بداية قوية بهاي المباراة ويا قطر. فريق قطر يعني فريق قوي. ما عندنا خبرة هواية، لأن اللاعبين الخبرة اللي عندنا اللي طوال إصابات صارت عندنا. ما قدرنا ناخذ المباراة لأن هم أكثر خبرة من عندنا بالبطولات الخارجية. احنا فريق شبابي قدرنا بين الجاري هيك فريق قوي، ما قدرنا يعني نعبر هاي. اوكي يعني صار اوفر تايم، بس ممكن كنا نقدر ناخذ المباراة نخطفها. عندنا سلبيات لازم احنا نشتغل عليها، مثل ما قال مدربنا يعني قبل سنتين يعني فريقنا مو هذا، هسه تحسن ان شاء الله. احنا بالمستقبل يعني فريق شاب ان شاء الله نطور به وما نوقف، يعني مو هاي النهاية، يعني نقدر بعد نكمل ان شاء الله.
Okay, gentlemen, I want to tell you that I appreciate your professionalism attending the press conference. I know how hard it is after a big game to regroup and come and try and talk about it. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you coming and speaking with us. Are there any questions from the press?
Yok, net yenmek istiyorduk. Çünkü biz daha genç takımdık. Young team'dik. Daha çok koşmamız lazım. Yalnız maçın sondaki kırılma anlamındaki doğru kararları veremedik.
Any more questions? Thank you very much, guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
Do a great job.
Thank you.
Do a very good job. Good job. Good job.
After the match. Tim Lewis, Mohammed Yusuf. هيجيب تريس جونسون. تريس جونسون ما عنده.
Do you have stats? Do you have final stats?
Yeah, sure.
Is that final stats?
Hey, good job.
Appreciate it. I'll give him back to you. Promise. I got told off by my father the other day, said I'll be better today.
Again, this is the second part of the press conference. Game between Qatar and Iraq. Final score again was 84-79 in extra time. We have Coach Tim Lewis. We have Trey Johnson here as our guest coach and guest player. And Coach, I'm going to start with you. You have to feel a little bit better today about how the team finished the game over the past game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, we scrambled in that first game. Today, we were a little bit more composed. You know, I was better. The players were better. You know, and down the stretch, I thought we did a really good job in terms of making decisions. You know, Trey, Mansour with the ball in their hands. You know, you got two quality guards there, and you know, they were the ones on the floor. They dealt with the pressure, and they did a really good job.
And it's a process. When you have a young team, you go through one game and things don't happen exactly the way you wish. The team grows, they correct their mistakes. It's a growing process with a young team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're young in age, and we're also really young in experience, with the exception of a couple of guys. And you know, that shows at crucial times. And today we always knew it was going to be a hard game. I mean, it's one of those games where they're going to fight and they're going to scrap and they're going to make things just uncomfortable. We could never get into a rhythm. We never could run the stuff that we really wanted to run. and you know, when that happens, the team just gets out of disjointed, and we found a bit of a rhythm down the back of the fourth and into overtime, and we did a good job in terms of handling that. But you know, it was always going to be that way. It was always going to be a scrappy game. It was always going to be something that we had to really fight through.
Trey, your role changes with the team. A lot of the game you have to be a facilitator and a leader. Some of the game you have to pick your points and score points. Just give me an idea of what it's like to be with this team over the teams you played for in the past here at Qatar.
I mean, a lot of young guys. You know, the teams before, a lot of veterans, guys who had played, you know, double-digit years of basketball professionally. So, you know, coming in now, I knew this game was going to be different than last game that we played them. I was able to come out last game that we played them in Iran, and I scored, you know, a lot in the short time before I got injured, and I kind of knew they were going to switch up some things, but I just told myself that it was a long game, just to, you know, be patient and just try to have my imprint on the game and just control the game, even if I don't take a shot, just to have my imprint on the game.
Yeah, I see you doing a lot of different things. I think before you were primarily a scorer with this team. And now I see where now basically you are, there's certain points of the game where all you're doing is facilitating, which is good.
Oh, yes. I mean, I knew coming in, you know, once we started practicing last window that, you know, my role was going to change from game to game. I knew it was going to be times where I was going to be asked to score, and it was going to be times where I was going to be asked to facilitate and just be a leader on the floor. And, I mean, this was definitely one of those games. Iraq, they did a great job. I mean, they came out and they made the game ugly. You know, they pressured us. They kind of threw something at us that looks different on tape. And so we had a whole different game plan that we kind of had to scratch and just, you know, go on the fly. But, I mean, the guys did a good job of just adjusting and just figuring it out.
What I want most people to understand, too, that our team is only 9 games old as a national team. And I think that the expectations are always high for both coach and professional players, but this is still a young team. I'm going to open it up for you guys in the press today. I'm sure you have a lot of questions today. And welcome, gentlemen, please. You have Coach Lewis, you have Trey Johnson. Make sure you make them earn their money before they leave today.
Coach, you did what's required, but with a lot of suffering to reach this point. How do you see our chances in the future phases?
First probably suffering
The first, they have faced a lot of suffering. How do you think that now the hard step is on forward?
Oh yeah, you know, I think we you know, you got to welcome the challenge. I mean, we're going to play. I think potentially it's Australia, Philippines, and Japan. You know, but I think you've got to look at us as we've you know, as we just said, we've played 9 games and we've got better in every game. Every game. You know, we came close to beating Iran on Sunday, which I thought we had a real chance. We've played Lebanon in some games and we've competed. You know, and then the games in the previous round. So, you know, before that we've got the Asian games to look forward to. You know, we have an opportunity to be together as a group and really work over the summer, get more games in, which is really important for this group. They just don't play enough high-level games. And you can see some of the errors that our younger players make are because of that. You know, they're not consistently at a high level.
Any more questions?
Yeah. Coach, Hassan Mohammed, he came out shooting today 5 from the 3-point line. How big was his shots for this team, and how do we have a really good game driving to the basket also? How do you rate their performance?
I mean, it's you know, Mizo has done a great job in terms of understanding what his role is on the team, and we've tried to define with him what good shot selection is. You know, and he has moments. I think if you look at the last 3-4 games we've played in terms of preparation and here, he's really starting to buy into what we want him to do and how he needs to play. You know, he's shooting the ball a lot better because of some things we've talked about. He's making better decisions in the game. He's prepared to share it. And that only benefits him because ultimately the ball comes back to him. And, you know, it's credit to him. He's worked on it in the last 6 weeks that we've been together. And he, you know, today was a testament to what he's done. You know, Mansour is a competitor. He has a great ability to get to the paint, not only to score but to create for others. Mansour and Trey take the pressure off each other at times. You know, when they want to double up and load up on Trey, Mansour has a little bit more freedom and is able to then create. Or as he did today, he had a couple of really big baskets for us, which, you know, just sealed, one in overtime, which sealed the game, and one in regulation, which got us back to where we needed to be. So, you know, like we said, it's a process. These guys are young. It's we're asking them to do different things. You know, there's lots of work for us to do. But you know, I think that the future is exciting, and you know, you got some really promising players coming through.
It's a background on the floor. You probably see more than the other guys. How do you fit? How do you get them to play the game? He's the coach, but you're the floor general. How do you get them to play the game inside?
Just constant communication, just talking to them. You know, I think the good thing is I've been coming here since 2012, so, you know, I'm very familiar with a lot of the guys. They know me, they know my personality, you know, they know my game. So it's just constant communication and just giving them confidence and just letting them know that I believe in them. You know, even when I'm getting on them or trying to get them in a position or get them to understand something, that I believe in them. And I think that goes a long way, especially with the younger guys.
Coach, after 6 matches, now 6 official matches you played, you win 2, the team win 2 and lose 4. What did you need the next step of qualification, perhaps to make better results? Not to wait until the last round to decide his future.
I mean, we need to keep going in the same direction. I mean, we don't, you know, we've got to demand more from the players in terms of a commitment to sort of individual development and conditioning, in terms of a buy-in to that. You know, at this level of basketball, you know, you're playing against world-class teams. We're playing in a world-class environment, and we need our players to understand that they need to be world-class or aspire to be world-class in all areas of the game, and that's tactically, technically, physically. And there's a lot of teaching that needs to go on. There's a lot of teaching that they've missed out on. You know, and when we combine that with a conditioning program over the course of the next 3-4 months, hopefully we can go up another level. And like I said to you before, I think the encouraging thing for me is we haven't gone backwards. We've improved each time. From game 1 when we went and played Kazakhstan here with a group of players, then we went to Iran, and then, you know, we beat Iraq, and then, you know, we have a chance to beat, you know, Kazakhstan. We have some injuries, but there's been an underpinning line of development there. Like, okay, they didn't result in wins. You know, the game against Iran was a prime example for me. You know, I thought we did a really good job. We bought into the game plan, we competed, we executed well. Today, there's improvement. It's a scrappy game, like Trey said. You know, they speeded up, they wanted to junk it up, they wanted to make it really difficult, and that's the way they can compete. And for me, we managed it, we got through it, and there's signs of improvement again. So, but it's not good enough. We've got to continue to build on that, and that's what we've got to sort of allude to for the last round, for the next round of games.
Any more questions, guys?
I think that was strictly a business move. I don't think it had anything to do with basketball.
I'm from Cleveland. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in hearing from what he said, but it's
going to be dark years in Cleveland.
I agree with him. That ends the press conference, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Rose.
How many days rest for the?
We're gonna get out 2 weeks here.
2 weeks.
Probably.
Now you will play with 2-3 new teams.
Yeah, so we'll play in.
With Iran, with